I expect nothing to change by way of my words alone, but my heart compels me to speak them nonetheless. I have been creating content in the Fallout space for the better part of 5 years at this point, and while creating videos, playing, and interacting with the game has always been an enjoyable experience, that enjoyment turns on its head whenever I delve into conversations about what I consider to be the most interesting part of the series, the lore and the themes within. While I understand that these sorts of conversations often have no singular answer and have a multitude of different angles at which to approach from, and that healthy discussion and debate often includes countering arguments, recent years have introduced an element of toxicity to the conversation, growing in lockstep with the mounting dissatisfaction with both the video game industry, as well as many real world happenings more often than not related to video games only by proxy or extension. While not completely, video games in some way have always been intended to be a point of brevity when it comes to the harshness and demands of the real world. An escape, as many say. So it's understandable that in some cases, like with Fallout, an ever shifting continuity and complexity of the story, when it comes to the series as a whole, and I do mean the story of the entire series, because I know some of you are not paying attention and will hear the story of an individual game, that some would choose to simplify their experience by regarding bits and pieces as pseudo-canon until additional context or information can be used to expand and explain confusing elements. I get that. At the same time, however, if we are to take video games and video game tie-in content at the value to which we consider them escapism, meant to be an enjoyable place for people to find respite from the world, then to that extent there has to be a degree to which negativity becomes a detriment to this ethos. While I understand dissatisfaction around decisions that we may not agree with when it comes to the narrative or creative decisions when it comes to Fallout or really any IP, the level of just blatant toxicity when it comes to these decisions fills the space with more and more hostility, making this or any other fandom a worse off place. This has an observable impact on normalizing the process of delegitimizing official content solely on the grounds of fan dissatisfaction, often leaving room for headcanon or unsupported theories, which, ironically, lead to further dissatisfaction. By proxy, this also allows for the construction of misinformation that distorts the contextual relevancy of events and characters within the story. What starts as confusion over the fall of Shady Sands turns into Shady Sands never existed according to the series. Dismissal of the story based on Bethesda's writers butcher everything they touch turns into misunderstandings of when events, like Fallout Prime, actually take place in the timeline. This is not a problem that has an easy solution, or even perhaps one at all. I suppose this is just my long way of saying to the comment section, I see you. I've always seen you. But sometimes you just really bum me out. Follow for more. Check @FollowerToshi on all other socials and join us today at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the start of our 4-day Labor Day weekend streamathon.